Let's prove the identity. All right, we have cosecant beta divided by sine beta minus cotangent beta divided by tangent beta is equal to 1. Again, we have to check the rules that we need to follow when we need to verify identity or prove identity. All right. So the first one is to start with the more complicated side. We have already discussed these rules actually in our previous examples of identities. So, all right. So the first step is, we'll just go through those rules as we go along, is to start on the left side. Why did I pick the left side? All right, because the left side is actually the more complicated side. That is rule number 1. You need to pick a side. So start with the more complicated side. All right, and if we look at the identity in here, of course, we don't want to start on the right side because the right side is already 1. So we just need to pick the left side, and we need to prove that this left side is indeed equal to 1 on the right side. All right, so rule number 1 is we start on the left side, which is the more complicated side. And of course, you need to remember all the common identities that we could use to rewrite our... Okay, step 1 here. We have start on the left side. And the next, rule number 2. The rule number 2 is we need to rewrite the functions such that the complicated function can be written in a sine and cosine. All right. So we need to make sure, or we have to, if it's possible, okay, if it's possible that you can rewrite the function into a sine and a cosine, that is actually the best way. All right. So in the given, there we have a cosecant, right? Oh, we can rewrite cosecant as 1 over sine beta. All right. So cotangent, we also have an identity for a cotangent, right? Cotangent, we can write it as cosine over sine, all right? So remember, we just need to convert the complicated functions into a sine and a cosine. So cosecant is now 1 over sine, and cotangent can be cosine over sine. And of course, we know what the tangent is, sine over cosine, all right? Now we start substituting it, all right? So this is the original given identity. So we need to replace now cosecant, cotangent, and tangent with functions that has sine and cosine, all right? And then for cosecant, all right, cosecant over sine, this one, we will replace it by 1 over sine, which is the cosecant, and then of course divided by the sine, all right? Or we can have it as 1 over sine times, we can flip this one, right? Because we can 1 over sine beta divided by sine beta over 1. Remember, that's still a fraction, right? And then we flip it, so it would be 1 over sine times 1 over sine equal to 1 over sine square. So this one would be 1 over sine square. Now let's work on the second term. So this one we've worked into that. That's equivalent to 1 over sine square beta. Now let's work on the second term. Cotangent beta over tangent beta. Again, we replace cotangent by cosine over sine. And we replace tangent with sine over cosine. All right? And remember, we flip it because we are actually dividing fractions there. So we can flip it, right? So we can look at it like this, all right? So we have, this is the numerator, we flip the denominator, and what would come out is cosine squared beta divided by sine squared beta, and then we put them together, all right? So this is now the first term and the second term, right? So that's the second term, which is here, all right? So this is the first term, that one is the first term, minus the second term. And then we can solve for the, oh, they have the same denominator now, right? The first and the second terms have the same denominator, which is sine square beta. So we can actually combine them into one fraction. So it would be 1 minus cosine square beta divided by sine square beta. All right? We combine, or we just put them together, since they are actually, these two have the same denominator, sine square beta. So we put them together and it would be like this. Okay, now let us think. What can we do there? Oh, we can, if you see something like this, think about a Pythagorean identity. Maybe you can replace it with a Pythagorean identity. And this identity is actually the Pythagorean identity. Sine square beta plus cosine square beta is equal to 1. And we can replace 1 minus cosine square beta with this identity, because we can actually rewrite that into something like this. Right? And you can see here, 1 minus cosine square beta is actually sine square beta. So this one would be sine square beta. So it would be sine square beta divided by sine square beta, because the denominator is also sine square beta. So it would be sine square beta divided by sine square beta, which is equal to 1. Therefore, the left side is actually equal to 1, which is equal to the right side, which is also 1. And we have proven then that the left side is equal to the right side. Or if you have some questions, just leave a comment below, and I will put this into the playlist folder. Go through the playlist folder to see all the examples on proving identities. All right, see you again next time. Bye.